Hello and welcome to the first merged tribal council for surviving 1984 from the ashes. So, X, you won individual immunity, and with it being a social comp, how does that make you feel going into the second stage of the game?
It makes me feel good. It's the first time in 1884 history I'm not one of the most hated people. Um, but I mean, a win is a win. I think the safety means more than the what type of comp it was. So I'm just happy to be safe.
So, Taisha and Sky, you both made it to the end of the competition last night, but you did not end up with the immunity from it. Once again, with it being a social competition, how does that make you guys feel going into the vote? And either of you can go first.
I'll go first. Obviously, like there is still that like everybody wants the immunity, right? So it would have been really nice. I know that we were super close. I know that I was super close, but unfortunately, it was just kind of luck mostly and maybe a little strategy. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like it would be really nice to be like 100% safe, but it didn't work out that way, unfortunately. So here we are.
And Taisha, same question.
I don't know. All I heard is I wasn't safe. I didn't get immunity. So it makes me feel horrible. I don't know. Not good. Bad.
So, Jake, do you think that last night's competition is a factor in the vote?
Well, look, there's a few people's names who I've heard, and I feel like a few of them were out early in the competition. So if you're really being honest about it, you have to think, okay, like maybe these kind of competitions do play a part in how people feel. Of course, there are challenges, and you never know. People might be keeping their closest allies like at a distance. You never know how people are playing in those kind of challenges, but you do have to keep them in your head just as a thought.
Okay. So this is what I would have asked Brian about how he feels being back in the game, but Brian is not here. Hopefully he is doing okay. We know there's weather issues. Okay, so Fabi, with this being the first vote as a merged tribe, how do you approach the vote with so many votes being in the urn tonight?
I mean, there's a lot to consider because there's a lot of connections because we swapped 2 times, so there's a lot of different dynamics and you have to figure out which way is the best for you to go going forward and what connections are gonna get you further in the game.
Okay. So Velian, do former tribal lines have any weight going into this vote, or is it just kind of everybody looking out for themselves? How does it look right now?
So I think both, honestly. I think everyone is like looking for their personal game, and that's how like they base their decision. I hope. Yeah.
Okay. So Kira, with needing 7 votes to get a majority, how do you make sure that there's that many people on board for a vote?
I think the main thing is just, communicating with people, trying to be forthcoming and like, this is how I'm feeling. This is kind of what I'm hearing, and seeing if whoever you're talking to is in a like mindset or if they have other ideas. I think, getting into conversations and pushing a narrative is typically not the way to go, but being open-minded and listening to other people's perspectives and because everyone has a different idea of everyone based upon their own experiences. So I think it's just being open-minded and also like as forthcoming as you can be.
Okay, so Garrett, it's no secret that a new idol has been hidden on the merged tribe somewhere. What are the chances that it's already found?
I mean, anything can happen. I mean, there are people who are willing to go idol hunting because they want that extra blanket of security in case anything does happen, which I mean is totally understandable because who wouldn't like to just have that little sneaky thing in their back pocket being like, oh, well, this is going to happen. So, and just kind of pull a move with it. But do I think it's found? Like I said, anything is possible. So, I mean, I know personally, I just don't have time to do that. So, if it's found, congratulations to the person who has it, if it has been found.
Okay. So AJ, is there concern that we could actually see an idol or advantage coming out tonight?
I feel like if you're not expecting an idol or advantage, what are you doing? Like, full stop. Like, these people are smart. They are creative. They are searching. They're sleuths. And so I expect, like, I'm always on edge that an advantage could come out and play. And so I play my games, like, with worst case scenario in mind, like an advantage that I didn't see coming happens. So if you're not playing like that, you're playing wrong.
Okay. So that's all the questions I have. So sorry, Ollie and Zach. So we are going to head into the voting period of tribal. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes, so 9:20 to get in your votes. Actually, we'll do 9:21 because it just changed. So you have until 9:21 to cast or confirm your vote. It might take a tad bit longer this time. Obviously, there's a lot more votes than there are, so good luck.
So, who's everyone voting for? Who's everyone typing on the parchment?
I voted Ollie tonight, everyone. I hope you're in on the plan. Like, he's just a threat, talks too much.
I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna get thrown in this tribal council. Y'all were not even being shady. I mean, low key. Fuck. Damn it, bro. Fuck.
I mean, he's not being shady because he's being honest. So like,
Oh. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest too. I voted for someone on this call right here, bro. I think. I don't know.
If it was who I think it is, they're not here.
But no, I think we should play like Jackbox after tribal council, honestly, and play games to get to know each other better because low key isn't like super difficult. Like for me, especially to like talk to like 13 people because it's like schedule, work, school, breaking fast. You're trying to say we should all get to know each other more, play some Pictionary together, some Jackbox, loving, trying to say.
Ollie, for that, I took my vote away from you. I'm in full agreement.
See, look, I can help host, bro, for real. If you want me to host like charades, I got you.
isn't charades the one where you can't talk? I was thinking of Twister. I was like, how do you host Twister? You just spin it and then you like place your hand on something. Sorry.
Garrett, I want to see you play Twister drunk.
Well,
Party in the VC tonight, okay? Karpathos, the VC tonight, all right? 9:30 p.m. after tribal.
it's so quiet. I feel like I could hear a pin drop.
Should we test that?
When people said they could hear a pin drop, I thought they meant like an ink pen.
Like a writing pen?
Yeah, like a literal writing ink pen. Like they would just drop it. I'm like, but like a regular ink pen makes a lot of noise on a floor. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And then come to
what
find
is
out,
a pin? What is a pin?
it was me that had the misconception and was stupid. But what's new there?
I also thought it was a pen.
I'm very glad I'm not the only one that thought that. Like, that makes me feel better in my heart of hearts.
Anything I can do.
I know that wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, but I'm gonna take it as that.
What?
Heart of Hearts.
That's Heart of the Cards.
I know, but I love the little shout out. Look, I'm a nerd. I'm gonna take it as that.
Okay. I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or advantage and you would like to use it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. When I read the votes, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately and give their good prize. Okay. First vote, Laura. Second vote, Fabi. It's one vote Laura, one vote Fabi. Laura. It's 2 votes Laura, 1 vote Fabi. Laura. It's 3 votes for Laura, 1 vote Fabi. Kira. It's 1 vote Kira, 1 vote Fabi, 3 votes Laura. Laura. 4 votes Laura, 1 vote for Fabi and Kira. 7th vote, Laura. 8th vote, Laura. That's 6 votes Laura, 1 vote Fabi, 1 vote Kira. And the 10th person voted out as surviving 1984 from the ashes, Laura. Okay, Laura is not here. However, give me 1 second. I was going to have her wait a second. Okay. The Eternal Ember has been ignited. At the next Tribal Council vote, there will indeed be 13 votes placed in the urn once again. As the first player voted off during the merge phase, Laura has the ability to cast a vote from Purgatory. Laura may only communicate through text channels, not voice channels of any kind or calls of any kind. Perhaps this could be the vote that makes all the difference. Also, I screwed up. Laura is the first member of the jury. So I messed up that part, but that is all I have for you guys.